Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of our goalie career here in NHL 25. Today, we have a home matchup against the Minnesota Wild. It's the second time that I have played them in this career mode so far. I believe they actually ended up taking that first game something like 3-2 or 4-3, something like that. So it should be another strong matchup. For myself, I'm just looking to continue to put wins on this little mini win streak we got going on. I believe it's up to 3, maybe even 4 wins in a row for myself. And for the team in general, continuing to pile on the wins, pile on the points. We are currently second in the NHL, and we are holding the first place position firmly within the Pacific. So lots still to go here. We're in the second half of the season, mid-January at this point. I believe Minnesota's actually been playing pretty solid hockey as well. But it's that time of the year where teams, if they are outside of a playoff spot, they really got to, dial it in, really start putting up big efforts because you're running out of time, especially when February, there's about 2.5 weeks with no game scheduled, followed by the trade deadline. So it doesn't get any easier from here, but for us, the boys are absolutely lighting the lamp. If you missed last episode, we had a quick peek at the season stats for each player, and my oh my, are the top 6 forward core for this Vegas Golden Knights absolutely dominating. So looking for them to continue that into this one. Like I said, for myself, just remain calm, be as big as possible. We're slowly but surely increasing our overall rating, and hopefully that'll translate to some better and better performances. But here we go. You can see the records, 23-19-1, so it's definitely not a bad effort from Minnesota. And Vegas up to 31 wins. But here we are at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada for the second grudge match here against the Minnesota Wild. So here's your defense boost going out to the 2 players, 1 from each team. We'll get set for puck drop coming up next. Yeah, we've kind of been going back and forth with Adin Hill, so hopefully the coach is having a harder decision. Maybe he's allowing both his goalies to get a little bit more rest. Here we go, puck drops next. We'll see if Eichel can win this one. He does not. He'll lose it to Eriksson Ek, who finds Zuccarello now. Hurdle coming back to help out Shea Theodore. You can see on his defense pairing last game, Alex Pietrangelo finally returning to the lineup after missing significant time, weeks, in fact, due to that head injury. So really good to see him back. He had a pretty good performance last game. We'll see if the boys can continue to rebuild that chemistry that they had. It's going to be Stone finding Hurdle, and Hurdle will go backhand, forehand, and roof it over the goaltender. And oh my word, it just continues. The party never stops here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Thomas Hurdle will get an absolutely beautiful feed by Mark Stone. That just went right through about 3 players. You can see them all chasing Hurdle at that point. And for the goaltender, just unable to get set along that post, as it's a beautiful play to his forehand, and Hurdle will get things started early in this one once again. I mean, I really wish there was a stat category in this game to see how many goals we've scored in the first 5 minutes, because I feel like Vegas would have to be number 1. That's unbelievable. Theodore Stone picking up the assists. And it's going to be 19 now in the season for the big power forward of Thomas Hurdle. And we've talked about this all season long. Every time we've been in net, it's been a first period bloodbath in the favor of the Golden Knights, and it just continues. Like, you would think you would see a game here and there where it's not quite as lethal, but I swear we score a goal or 2 every single first period, and it's crazy to see. You can't make this stuff up. When the AI starts clicking and the chemistry is built, it's really hard to stop this team. And now Mark Stone on the doorstep tries to do a similar thing. Loses the puck. Pietrangelo now will rifle that one off the goaltender's blocker, or trapper rather. We'll have to figure out who's in net. I'm not sure if is it Forsberg who is the goalie, or is it Gustafsson? Somebody's in net. I don't think it's Fleury. I'm not sure if 29 though. It could be Fleury. I believe Fleury is number 29. So we'll have to have a peek to see who's in net. Middleton now into the Vegas territory, over to Boldy. Boldy will fire that one down low and will corral that into the corner. Remember, we've been scored on a few times through the 5-hole lately, so I've started putting some more training hours into that category to at least try to give me a little bit of help in that department. Great effort there by the defenseman. He'll spot Hannafin, who's jumping up in the play. Hannafin now behind the Minnesota Wild net. Kicks that one free, but it's going to find Middleton first, up to Ryan Hartman, who spots Boldy. Matt Boldy now. Loose puck gets poked away. In front, another tight play And we'll just make sure that we get down into the butterfly and close that 5-hole. What a start we got here for grudge match number 2. We have to see if Vegas can piece it all together and even the season series at 1 game apiece. Hannafin now. Man, I've been watching so much hockey, ladies and gentlemen. I love the start of the season. It's so chaotic. There's so much garbage. And talk about garbage. A turnover in front of the net. Karlsson picks it up, banks it off the pads, gets his own rebound, and William Karlsson will be given a gift with a horrible play by the Minnesota Wilds behind their own net. Tries to pass in front. I don't think that player was ready. And Karlsson with a glorious solo effort. It is Fleury in net. And we will go up 2-0 here. A monstrous turnover. And yeah, for Fleury, I mean, nothing he can even do there. The rebound, the shot is quick. It goes off his pads. The rebound kind of squirts free in front of the crease. And first body back is William Karlsson. And the coach cannot believe his players just turned that puck over with almost no pressure. Just an errant pass from behind the net, trying to spot the trailing Minnesota Wild player. But Karlsson makes no mistake, and now he's up to 16 goals for this 2024-2025 campaign. Unbelievable stuff. Let's go, baby. What a start. But anyway, kind of right on cue. You've seen a ton of goals like that in the NHL. A lot of giveaways. We saw New Jersey, Markstrom coming out of his net and the puck ricocheting weirdly off the boards, then straight into the net. Like, some very fluky goals. We've had a goalie goal as well. It's been a nuts start to the 24-25 season, and unfortunately that does usually mean that fantasy is a little bit all over the place. I do play in fantasy leagues, and right now it's really hard to get good goaltending stats, because you'll have games where it's literally 8-1, 7-2, like crazy games. But that's what makes it fun. That's what makes October hockey. It's you never know what you're gonna get. And then you got teams like Calgary and Winnipeg. I believe Winnipeg improved to 7-0 or 8-0 to start the season. Calgary was supposed to be in the early stages of a rebuild. They're dominating so far. And then teams that you'd expect to be doing well are struggling. So fun times. Anyway, let's focus back up. Pietrangelo now up to Dorofeev. Loses the puck to Eriksson Ek, who spots Brodin. I can't remember. Dang it. One of you guys commented on the videos telling me how to actually properly say his name. And now I can't remember if it's Brodin or Brodin. I think it's Brodin. I'm probably getting that wrong again. Oh man, I should have paid attention. We're going to be playing Minnesota a handful of times as the puck is all over the ice here. Cannot seem to get the puck on the stick of a Vegas player. And now Eriksson Ek back in front. Shea Theodore finally will touch that one. Gets it into the corner for Waugh, who returns the pass to Theodore, who's able to skate it through the neutral zone. Dorofeev now. Dorofeev back to Colasar. In front to Eichel. Eichel tries to go upstairs. It's a great save in tight by Marc-Andre Fleury to keep this one at only a 2-0 deficit. Puck cleared now. Whitecloud kicks it up to Hannafin. Hannafin in deep. A number of you guys commenting on how bad Hannafin's AI has been, and it's not been as bad lately. It's just like, I don't know what we got to do to make this man shoot. The guy's always looking for a second pass, and it just drives me bonkers. He could be absolutely alone one-on-one on a breakaway, and I guarantee you he will not. He will. Mark Stone, brother. I get the... Okay, just because I know a whistle won't happen and it will show this, I understand these little silly desperation dives to try and make a play on the puck, but watch this. Why is he... There's nobody... Mark Stone, dude... Come on, man. Why is your AI doing that? And the worst thing is he doesn't even get any forward momentum on the puck. Just barrels into the ice, and the puck is going to be turned over. Actually, the loose stick on the ice, keeping that one in as Eichel tries to take that one towards the net. But, oh, man, some of the animations in this game just... They're so ridiculous and so stupid, but, man, they make for a funny atmosphere. Well... Bobby Orr was in the building momentarily and then quickly realized that Mark Stone is, in fact, not Bobby Orr. So pretty funny moments there. Kicked around the boards, but it's going to be Whitecloud spotting the puck first. Now up to Boyd. A line change coming out for Vegas, and it's an inopportune time. And we will just hold the goal line, throw our glove back to the left side, and that is a remarkable save. Bailing out the defense there a little bit. That was a very poor effort, a very poor change. My, oh my, some weird little moments in this game already. We had Markstone diving, trying to make a pass when he's all alone with no pressure. That is just, that's comedy in a nutshell here. I need to figure out, I'm going to try and find the video where you guys commented, because that's going to drive me nuts. He's going to get a lot of playing time, and I want to be able to pronounce his name properly. Save into the corner, Hag tied up by the Minnesota player, Carlson. Back around up to Alex Holtz. Holtz, a phenom here in the early goings of this season, continues that through Christmas, and then he's now asserted himself near the top of the points leaderboard for the Golden Knights. Up to Barbashev, another fantastic player. Last game, probably his best performance. Got the hat trick, put his body on the line a number of times. It was just really, really fun to see. Got to remember who we played when we last, when we last played the Minnesota. We have it here somewhere. Hits all over the ice here. Theodore breaking this one out. It's not that game. We'll find it. We'll find it. I know one of you guys commented on it. That's Denver, so that'd be Colorado. We don't want that. That's Winnipeg. Woo! A little out of position there. I actually thought the puck was going to squirt free there. Kind of a bit of a scary moment. I don't remember when we played Minnesota, to be honest with you. I don't know if it was our first overall game. No, we'll figure it out later, but I know one of you guys corrected my pronunciation of Brodeen. We'll figure it out later. Pietrangelo now. Block the shot, gets the pass back, and welcome back. Alex, been so effective already. Multiple points in that first return as well. 7-6 are the shots, so Minnesota having a nice little surge of efforts here in the second half of the first period. But the game still remains 2-0, and that is just... It's crazy to me how many goals we pot in the first period. You saw the goal differential from last video. We had something like 160-something goals and 111 given up at that time. We ended up winning that game and the game after. So the differential getting better and better with each game we play. And the goals per game average is almost at 5 per game. That's ridiculous scoring effort here from the Golden Knights. 38 seconds left here in the first period. Face-off won by Eichel. Back to Pietrangelo. Tries to squirt his way past Kaprizov now. And a rebound in the worst possible position. Thankfully, Shea Theodore was able to pick that one up. Also, big news coming out of Vegas land in the real NHL. Locking up Shea Theodore for an extended contract. I believe it was 7 years. May have even been 8 years. Great to see... Great to see Shea Theodore finally rewarded. Well, I shouldn't say finally. He's obviously had contracts in the past, but rewarded for his really good play there, especially as of late. So congrats to Shea Theodore. Congrats to the Vegas Golden Knights. That's a pretty solid first period from the boys. 2-0 is your score. Pretty close to time of attack. So we'll see how the response from both Vegas, because our second periods typically are a little sluggish, how that compares to Minnesota's effort here. Did we not play Minnesota and use the North Stars jersey, or am I completely making that up? Dude, I don't remember anything. My memory when it comes to these playthroughs is so bad. Anyway, Eriksson Ek loses the battle to Pietrangelo, who finds Hurdle. Hurdle got the party started here in the first period. Looking for a man, gets that poked off by he who shall not be named, because I don't know how to say his name. Man, it could go both ways. I can see the comment, and one of you guys like phonetically spelled it out for me, and I was like, oh, this is easy to remember, and now I've totally forgotten. And there's a penalty upcoming to Minnesota, and a chance for Vegas to extend this lead 3-0 and improve on the season power play stat line. Brock Faber with a little bit of a weird stick placement there. Yeah, he's acknowledging that that was his fault. I don't understand that animation. He's like, yep, my bad. But we'll go on a 2-minute power play, 22.4, so it's definitely improved over the last few games. Barbashev will step out with his two line mates. Holtz and Carlson, kind of interesting that we have just the second forward core as our second power play unit with the help of Wah and Pietrangelo on the blue line. Back in front to Pietrangelo, and a great body effort there by the Minnesota Wild defense. Barbashev now finding Nicholas Wah. Wah cuts across, loses the puck, but it goes to Dorofeyev, and he too loses the puck. So power play setup is still, you know, haunting the Vegas Golden Knights just a little bit. At least in my starts, it seems like they can score when we simulate the game, but anytime we've seen it, it's just such a struggle to get in. And once again, Minnesota's going to easily skate this one out, clear it, and take some valuable seconds off the power play timer. 1:11 left in the power play. Come on, boys, let's keep things rolling. Barbashev now climbing that hits leaderboard, but again, when we play our games, the hits really don't matter. You can hear the Vegas crowd loving this one. Bumped off the puck in front. It's going to squirt all the way through the crease, or in front of the crease, over to Pietrangelo, who spots Barbashev. Barbashev now shot blocked by Zach Bogosian. Holt steals that puck back. In front, waits, tries to fire it, and a little bit hesitant to get that puck towards the net, and it's going to be cleared once again. Boyd in front. He's going to rifle this one. I am actually going to play this out because I feel like Hertl was in a pretty good spot to move that puck. Carlson now. Carlson on the ice with Stone and Eichel, and a drop pass to return it to Carlson, picked off and back out the other way for the Minnesota Wild. Wild really aggressive here on this penalty kill, and it seems to be working as Vegas cannot get anything set up in the offensive zone. We'll see if Stone can do that. Poked off momentarily. He tries to get a shot on net, not to beat. Carlson now finally gets one shot on this power play off the pad of Marc-Andre Fleury, and that's going to be it, as I believe it was Faber is now back on the ice. Bogosian hounded to the ice surface, a little slow to get up, but probably more fatigued than anything else as he just killed off that entire 2 minutes of the power play. Eichel, he's pressured by the Minnesota player. Back in front, and it's a great stick by Eichel on Gaudreau to take that one away. Carlson now. Carlson. We still have that odd line combination from the power play, but it's a good effort here and a keep in front to Alex Pietrangelo, and another block shot. So great job by Spurgeon and his team. Remember, Spurgeon, the captain of Minnesota now. Hartman to Boldy, and that's an easy glove save there for us. Man, not a lot of chances here. 6 minutes down in the second period with a power play to show, and I'm pretty sure we only have the one shot, so a little bit of a rough start here. You can hear the crowd trying to get the boys back into it. Face off now to our right, lost in front. Minnesota, it's going to be Spurgeon who will get that shot onto the net. No rebound. Trying to focus on when we play the puck and just jumping on the loose pucks when they do fall in front of us. But it's a great little glove save there. No harm, no foul. Here we go. Face off Wah. He wins it with his foot and gets it back to Theodore. Crisscross with his defense partner up to Keegan Colasar. Colasar now dumps it down behind the Minnesota Wild net. Big hit on the play. Wah in front to Dorofeyev, and that's a really good little give and go with a body check in the corner. Spurgeon now back in front to his teammate, and he picks up his own rebound and a couple big saves by the young goaltender. Some really good efforts here, and what a shot in front by Nicholas Wah. Winds that up to the roof and goes from 12 to 6 slap shot, but it's a big save by Marc-Andre Fleury to make sure that 1, there's no rebound, and 2, he keeps this a 2-goal deficit. Unbelievable stuff. We actually have a fourth line shift coming out of here for Vegas. You love that. Howden wins that cleanly with his foot. Hanifin now, he gets a shot on net, and it breaks the stick of the Minnesota Wild defenseman. But hey, we actually saw a really nice opportunity and a great shot by Noah Hanifin. Just get that puck to the net. You never know what can happen. It could have hit that stick and bounced in. What a good little look there. This time, Minnesota will cleanly win as Kirill Kaprizov tries to cut back into open ice, and Denisenko there to shut that one down. Howden now trying to find space, loses the puck. Zuccarello gets it poked off his stick. Up to Kaprizov one more time. In front, and a really nice little, I don't even know what you want to call that. Almost like a little flick pass, a one-touch pass, as they had another forward streaking towards the net. But we stay strong, make another big save. 14 shots now for Minnesota. Zuccarello. Remember, this is, I believe, their first or second line against our fourth, so it's still a pretty good effort from the boys. Hurdle now jumps on the ice with his two line mates. First line back on. Stone hounded. Gets the shot. It's a juicy rebound, but a great stick there by Faber to break that one up. Boyd now. If you notice, I'm trying to refuse to say Brodin's name. I'm so sad that I can't remember that. Oh, man. Behind the net, Eichel touches that puck first, gets it over to Shea Theodore. Theodore now with the puck back to his defenseman. And now the puck squirts just out for a clear, and now Minnesota forced to regroup. And I got to tell you what, this is a very, very sloppy period for the Vegas Golden Knights, coming off that 2-0 first period. And Johansson is going to easily backhand that one in right in front of the net. It's a good pass from kind of the corner. Waited a little bit longer than I'd expect. And it's just a shovel shot right over the, kind of over the pad under the high blocker attempt. You can see our guys just not even ready for it. Looking the other way. It's a nice crisp pass. Pietrangelo on the right side. Shea Theodore in front just does not pick up that pass coming out of the corner. And just like that, Minnesota is absolutely beautifully rewarded for their hard work. It has been all Minnesota in this period, and we need a response, and we need one quickly. Hartman now over to Boldy. They are still coming in. A nice save. Gets to the rebound, tracks it perfectly. No harm, no foul. Bogosian now. Hartman back to his defensive partner. Oh my gosh, some really weird bounces in front of the net. And we still can't get the puck up, and we are exhausted. Our goaltender with 0 stamina is going to hold up. And that's 17 shots now, and just a very different period than we had in the first. And considering all the games we've played, all the wins, we're up to 31 wins. We've started 15 or 16 games. I have not seen a sluggish period like this in a very long time. Another save there, no rebound. I'm going to try and get a couple more whistles. You can see our guy bent over trying to take some fresh air in, still absolutely exhausted, and this is not what you want to see. Face-off's not going our way. Shift's not going our way. And right now, this period is basically all but lost. Thankfully, the puck comes out of the zone as Bogosian was not ready for that drop pass, and it corrals all the way down the ice. Ooh, let's see if the boys can bounce back. We need a good shift here. We need a couple good shifts where we just get the puck through the neutral zone, set up. But it's going to be Hartman once again winning that puck battle. Gets it in for a shot on net, nearly up to 20, and we're not even in the third period. And Boldy is going to be rewarded with another backhand. And that is 2 straight, almost shovel backhanded-like shots. That beats a very tired goaltender in the Vegas territory. And this is just devastating. It's almost the exact same location, too. You can see our guy react at the end. Just no stamina, no effort. It bounces off. Wait, does that bounce off the front of our pads and somehow goes in? That looked like it almost went off the front of our pants. Where did that hit? Oh my gosh. That hit off the top of our paddle, off our pants, into the net. And that right there is just a little bit of bad luck, if you ask me. I still think that's a weird shot with all the snow. I still think we got a little bit unlucky with that. But when you have no stamina and your team is just completely standstill in front of you, shots like that are going to beat you once in a while. It was another unbelievable shift. It was a hardworking shift from Hartman to keep that puck into the Vegas territory. And it's going to be a goal to tie this one 2-2. And there's a good shot, finally testing Fleury. Remember, he's been sitting there. He's cold. We've only had about 2, maybe 3 shots in the entire second period. We'll see if Chance and the crowd can get the boys back into this one. 5:43 left in the second. We have to have a response here. We cannot go into the third period trailing the Minnesota Wild after such a great first period. Boldy again takes a shot blocked by Whitecloud. Over to Rossi. Rossi now finds Bogosian, gives it back to Merrill, and a tip in front hits the side of the post. Oh my gosh, another close call for the Wild, and there's a great shot. Another turnover. Come on, boys, use your feet. A stick lift in front, and this is unbelievable. And there's another one. There is another one, and we are just in absolute shambles. I mean, this is so deserving of the Minnesota Wild right now. Puck movement galore. Marco Rossi on the doorstep. We make 2, 3 big saves, and this one right here comes back out. A beautiful pass, and we try. You can see us just desperately trying to get to that post. Right here, you can see us hug it. It's not enough, as once again, they beat us on that blocker side. But all 3 goals are just the result of an unbelievable sequence with virtually no contest by these Vegas Golden Knights players. I've never seen a collapse like this in this season so far. We need to remember, this is the second half of a back-to-back. It's not an excuse. However, the fatigue is settling in very quickly for not just the players in front of us, but for the goaltender. That is after a goal with a puck back in center ice, and 1 shot is my stamina drained. So fatigue is a major factor here, but the boys have just stopped skating completely. 23 shots, 3 goals. It's a 3-2 lead, what we dreaded here as we approach the third period. Can Vegas find any effort here to try and get this back all squared and start the third period anew? Unbelievable effort by Minnesota, and like I said, all the credit in the world. You can't even be mad. That was just total domination for about a 12-minute stretch of this second period. Stone now trying to get in, gives it over to Eichel, and Eichel finds loose space, keeps the puck low, which forces, you saw Fleury trying to get back in. The 5-hole was open, and he just rips this one. I don't know if it was 5-hole or over the pad, but it was a beautiful pass, a one-timer. And I think he just kept that one on the ice and beat the goaltender off the left post. No, it did have some airtime, and it does go off the arm of Fleury. So similar to how a couple of our goals went in, ricocheting off the elbow. Somehow, some way, Jack Eichel will get his 60th point of the season, and he will be able to tie this one at 3 goals apiece as we approach the last 2 minutes of the second period. I mean, I love the response. I love that they got that. But that was a long time for that to be even considered a good effort. Eriksson Ek loses the puck. Pietrangelo at the blue line finds Stone. Stone back in front of his own net. We got to be extremely careful with how fast these guys are forechecking. Eichel now passes it up to Theodore, who spots Hurdle. Hurdle turning in the neutral zone. A little bit of a burst of speed. Some legs left in this top line. 20 seconds left in the second period. Kaprizov now. Kaprizov trying to get that one down low. We'll just make sure we give no space there, almost coming outside of the post to put our body in front of that puck. And what a second period. What a totally different period compared to the first. It was non-stop, relentless pressure that sees the Wild pot 3 goals in the second period alone, but a great late period shift from the top boys sees this game all square at 3 goals apiece. My, oh my. Wow, dude. What a frickin' period. We go into the third. Grudge match on the line. Can we tie this one up at 1 game apiece? Or is Minnesota going to continue their dominant performance here and take this one for a 2-0 series lead? Eichel over to Hurdle. Hurdle, hard wrist shot. Fleury able to get his trapper up on that one and corral it into the corner. Eriksson Ek now. Back across, up to Kaprizov now. Kaprizov loses the puck. And Vegas defenseman passing it across up to Eichel. Now another turnover. Zuccarello. Matt Zuccarello fluffs that shot over the stick of Shea Theodore, but thankfully Kaprizov, and he makes no mistake this time. I don't even know what's going on. Minnesota is undressing the Vegas Golden Knights players, including myself, and Eriksson Ek alone, completely alone. It's another puck battle lost for Mark Stone. He's got the defense boost as well, and he just easily gets that one. That's Kirill Kaprizov shrugging off the captain Mark Stone, turning and spotting Eriksson Ek all alone for a 4-3 goal. And this is just, what a game we got here. This is the best I've ever seen a team play, and it's coming out of Minnesota. Theodore now up to Hurdle. Pietrangelo, how can this top line respond again? That is just a very weak effort by Mark Stone to lose that puck battle. Faber. Brock Faber now into Vegas territory, and every single Minnesota player is just working their butt off right now. They're 100% ready for this matchup, and the Vegas team is just not. Mistake after mistake, sluggish shift after sluggish shift now. And for us, I'm going to say about 3 of those 4 goals are almost impossible to stop with the current rating that my goaltender has. I mean, I would like that effort back on a couple of them, but man, those goals are top tier. And here we go, Theodore now. Shea Theodore alone, one-on-one on a mini breakaway, and it's going to be Marc-Andre Fleury coming up massive to avoid getting this game all tied up once again. Spurgeon now with Holtz. What are you doing, Holtz? Fires it on his own net. Oh my gosh. Theodore now. Shea Theodore with the last great chance for the Golden Knights. Now he's caught down deep. We'll see if Holtz can get back to help him out. He does, and shrugs Hartman off the puck. Barbashev also there to help out. Hanifin off the bench. Noah Hanifin. We know he's going to look for that pass every single time because his AI legitimately does not know how to shoot the puck. Wow. Well, at least we still got the crowd in it. You know, sometimes you get a couple of the boo guys coming out very quickly, and it straight changes the game, but still trying to keep the boys in it. Wah now back to Hanifin. Hanifin across to Dorofeyev, who loses the puck. Back to Hanifin, who spots White Cloud, and the puck blocked in front by Rossi. Rossi up to Ryan Hartman. Minnesota looking for a setup here, and it's going to be the defenseman losing it once again. Another 2-on-1. Dorofeyev tries the shot to get a rebound for Wah, but it's steered into the corner. A little bit too high for that opportunity. Full pressure now for Vegas. It's a good shift. Couple good shifts, in fact, in a row. This looks like the team from the first period. Can we spot one? And it's going to be Keegan Colasar with traffic in front of the eyes of Marc-Andre Fleury. Will spot open net, and he will bank this one in for his 11th goal now. What a season Keegan's having on that third line. Remember, third line gets very limited shifts, so having 11 goals is actually really impressive, especially coming from a, very physical type player. That's an unbelievable shot. He has traffic in front. It's a good follow-up shift to a strong one, and finally Vegas has a little bit of life here in the third period. A little bit extra jump, digging down deep and getting this one back tied at 4 goals apiece with 13 minutes left in the third period. Holy crap, this is crazy. Hanifin and White Cloud, I mean, that's a pass that you love from Hanifin. He's down low, he needs to make the pass, there's no option to shoot it. Here we go, shot on net. It's blocked in front, so maybe Hanifin maybe the AI is learning a little bit. We've seen a couple shot chances here, a couple good passes too. Hurdle back in front to Eichel, who tries as a righty to get that run around the defenseman, but it goes right off the shin pads. Now back up for Kaprizov. Kaprizov, we poke that. I mean, this is going to count, and I don't know if it should. Oh my lord, what is happening in this game? And now that one, I feel like I just let my team down. That's a poke check that I decided to make. It's a loose puck here. Kaprizov loses the puck. I decide to poke it. It's a beautiful poke. But it's going to be Kaprizov who just... I guess the argument can be made that our own defenseman was already in behind me. But I just tried to slide across. And when I tell you that one just... It didn't even get shot. It just found its way into the back of the net. That is such a typical EA goal, and one that I feel so bad giving up. Made the decision. I actually want to see, that is just the puck following somebody, and it's just something that this game typically has. I feel like that is the perfect poke check. This player's, who is this? Zuccarello's right there. We reach out. Can that not just perfectly go back to Kirill? Yeah, I mean... The puck was already basically in before he made contact, and I had Noah Hanifin screaming in our ear from behind us. That's just such an unlucky situation here, as I feel like that's such a good poke check, but it just goes perfectly into the skates of Kirill, and he corrals that across the crease and just kind of guides it in, doesn't even shoot it. And Minnesota has a 1-goal lead here, and this game has just gone from bad to worse for me. It's a struggle in that second period, and right now it's a 5-4 lead for Minnesota. Sorry for that one, boys. It looked like the right call at the time. Zuccarello now. This is by far the worst performance I've had in net in terms of goals against average. I feel like I've made a number of big stops, but the stats are pretty gross at the moment. Fun one for the fans, though. If you're at this game and you've seen 9 goals with still 10 minutes left, you're probably like, man, I picked the right one to come with. Season stats, we're actually in first place, so first place position in the NHL on the line in these last 10 minutes of play. Hopefully the boys can get one back. That one stings a little bit. Just granted the effort we had from that Corsair line. Focus up now, Faber now into the Vegas territory, and we'll make a big save to keep it a 1-goal deficit. Carlson now. William Carlson gets past the defenseman, squirts over, and another juicy rebound. But it's going to be the defenseman picking that up before Alex Holtz can get in behind and tap that one home. Faber across to Kirill. Carlson back. Kaprizov taking a big hit, a little slow. And it's going to be Noah Hannafin, who's been involved in this game. Stops, shoots, fires! Noah Hannafin gets this game tied up with his 5th of the season for the 5th goal of the game. And it's a 5-5 hockey game. And I'm telling you, Noah Hannafin, kudos, my man, kudos. Not his fault he got up tied behind us, but he's made a number of really good plays. I think he was looking for a little bit of a rebound, but he actually just beats Marc-Andre Fleury. And right now, this is a goal scorer's game. Goaltending lacking a little bit on both ends of the ice. And Fleury definitely would like that one back as the Golden Knights find a way. Beautiful line change, beautiful pass up to Hannafin. He finds the time and space, and he decides to shoot the puck finally. Maybe he heard you guys talking crap about his AI in the comments. But we'll take that one. All right, now we really got to focus. I can't give up another garbage goal. 7:55 left in the third period. 5 goals apiece. And the fans are right back on their feet, chanting for the boys. What a shift. That just got my blood. My blood is flowing there. My word. Right back into it. Energy spiking again. We got Hurdle. Hurdle crisscrossing into the middle, loses the puck, and Middleton now skates this one into the corner, tied up by the Vegas man. Pietrangelo jumps in. Across to Mark Stone, who spots Eichel, but I don't think he was quite ready to get that shot off. Rossi up to Boldy. Boldy loses the puck. It squirts into the corner for Shea Theodore. He gets pushed off the puck. Rossi back in front to Hartman, and a tip goes wide. Theodore back across to Pietrangelo. That second period is an outlier, and it's something that we really... Okay. Jack freaking Eichel with his 28th goal of the season with no quit in this team. I was just about to say how terrible that second period was. Another good shift, another good effort, and he goes backhand, forehand with so much pressure by the defense. And it's just going to be another goal that I'm sure Fleury would love back. It's 6-5 for the Vegas freaking Golden Knights. And we have erased what happened in the second period. We now have a 1-goal lead with only 5:35 left in the third period. This is one of the most exciting games we have seen in a very long time. Holy crap, this team does not quit. You might come off the worst second period of all time, the best effort I've seen from a team coming out of the Wild, and somehow yet, when the game is on the line, we take another goal from the man himself, Jack Eichel, who's just dominating this season. And it's 4:30 left with a 6-5 game. Holy jumpins. Hurdle now. Thomas Hurdle gets that puck on the net, and it's a good poke check now, coming from Fleury to avoid another goal. What a freaking game. Kaprizov with a broken stick in front of him gets that shot on net, and we will hang on as Minnesota takes their 30th shot. Still not great, though. 25 out of 30 shots is not the greatest save percentage. Big hit from Hannafin, who, if I'm going to give a star this game, I don't know how the game will judge who deserves to be one of the top 3 stars. I got to give first star right now. I mean, it's probably going to be Eichel because of the points, but in my opinion, it's Noah Hannafin. His AI has completely erased all of his mistakes from the last few games and has just put on an absolute defensive and offensive clinic. Face off to the left after a big save. Puck trying to squirt free from dot to dot. A big hard shot and an even bigger save. And these face-off wins by Minnesota, they're actually getting so many glorious scoring chances off each one. And there's a good hit from, I believe, Barbashev, as Holtz will get this puck back in front. What an effort by Barbashev. A really creative play just to put that one back on the side as quickly as possible, catching it out of the air. And another good shift by the second line here. Eriksson Ek back behind his net across to Zuccarello, who returns it to Faber. Brock Faber now through neutral zone into the Vegas territory, goes behind the net. They love that passing play. This time it does not get to a very good scoring position as Brodin will push that one down the ice. And now Holtz. Holtz has a step on, did for a moment, but it's a good effort for both defensemen getting back. And now the AI is just trying every single low shot with goals going in at both ends. You might as well try, hey, it's either going to rebound into a glorious scoring position or it's chance to beat the goaltender. Last minute now, Ryan Hartman. Keep an eye on Marc-Andre Fleury. Might be coming out of the crease, and there's that play that we've come to learn they love to do. We'll get in position to make the save. Hurdle now back into Minnesota territory, loses the puck. This is where I think you'll see the goaltender streak to the bench if they can get this one into neutral space. Spurgeon now. He gets it up to Boldy. There goes Fleury. Empty net at the other end of the ice, and it's a turnover. And Stone loses the puck. And here we go, set up now with Zuccarello on the ice. It's the six-man puck in front, and it's going to be Theodore. There's no way this game is real. There is no way this game is real right now. Oh my gosh, it's a turnover with... I hate how they don't show it. It's a turnover with Fleury at the blue line. Mark Stone has a chance, loses this puck right there, jumps off. You can see all the bodies. That's probably too many men. There's 7 bodies there, but this game doesn't have too many men. Zuccarello comes in. It's a shot right here that a horrible rebound, I might add. But like, oh, I hate that goal so much. Rossi's already skated by it. Oh, that is absolutely the most EA ending to this third period that could ever possibly happen. And that's just the name of this game right now. 6-6 hockey game. An own goal by Shea Theodore. And Zuccarello will be credited for 16th. And with 20 seconds left, the goalie pulled centimeters from Stone getting it to the blue line and firing it into the empty net. The Minnesota Wild come down the ice and tie this thing at 6 goals. My gosh, what a weird game we got. Spurgeon at the end of the period. And we're going to go to OT for the first time in a very long time. And right now, I'm just left here grinning because what a weird ending. I mean, this game deserved to be that ending, if I'm being completely honest. With all the weird goals, with all the unbelievable efforts in the second period by Minnesota, a good third period. You got 3 goals apiece in that third, 6-goal period to send this one to overtime. And you can't make this up. This game was destined to be a high-scoring affair. In EA, they're like, we're going to have a way with it. 3-on-3 hockey here in overtime. Eriksson Ek over to Spurgeon. And we're just going to try and play this one. Oh, Eichel, I thought was just going to keep skating the other way. I thought I was about to turn that over myself. Pietrangelo now up to Stone. 2-on-1 the other way. Back in front is Pietrangelo trying to drop down low. Here we go. Back to Eichel. Eichel, will he rip it? He tries to pass it to Pietrangelo again, and 2 big saves coming out of Marc-Andre Fleury, excuse me. All right, boys, come on, face off here. We need Eichel to win this. Get set up. And he does not, as Eriksson Ek will win that one cleanly on his strong side, but it's a good defensive effort by Eichel. A turnover in front to Mark Stone. Mark Stone tries to go opposite side, and it's a big blocker save. Now we have odd man rush. Mark Stone and Eichel getting back. Good effort. We're going to play this puck to the left and see if we can catch the Minnesota players as Hurdle comes out. We'll poke that one. Camera not even in the right location. We get a paddle on that, and now it's going to be Pietrangelo. Over to Eichel, back to Pietrangelo, and just a little bit too deep on the crease. Hurdle winding up, loses the puck, gets it back momentarily, and a line change at the worst time as Carlson switches with Eichel, but he keeps it in. Can he get it up to Hurdle? He does, but some great defensive efforts and just unable to just get that step needed for a chance on net. Rossi now through the neutral zone. This is a game and a half. Boldy with a big windup and will corral that all the way around to Thomas Hurdle, who has a step on Matt Boldy. Carlson going towards the net. Hurdle with a big power play. Oh man, I'm running out of energy calling this game. It's been so exciting, and now we got an odd man rush. In fact, we have a breakaway for Rossi. 1-on-1, and we make a big save. It bounces off our pad, or off our blocker, off the post, and we keep this game all square in overtime. Holy jumping stone back on the ice, gets it up to Shea Theodore. Theodore has Carlson, but opts to keep it. Now he gives it to Carlson, who's in all alone. It's another turnover. Holy crap, are we headed to a shootout, or is Minnesota gonna end it right here? They will end it right there, and I try not to cheat early because I didn't want the shot, and Rossi's gonna be given a gift. Oh, what a game though. 7-6 overtime loss. Holy, I don't even know what I just witnessed. That was a game and a half. You got goal scoring galore. You got kind of sloppy defense galore. And at the end of the game, at the dying end of their shift, I mean, that's just a gift. We got across. I just stayed a little bit longer than I wanted to, thinking he might shoot. And we just waved on it. In position. Not a good save effort from our goaltender's AI. And it's going to be a glorious goal from Rossi, and Minnesota Wild will pick up another win in this grudge match series. Hey, I will give kudos to the Vegas team in the third period for even getting this one to overtime, because for a while there it looked like it wouldn't. But what a sloppy game all around. Not a great game for myself. Not a great game from Marc-Andre Fleury, to be fair. But that game will end up 7-6 in overtime, and that stat line can not look good. 8-2 save percentage, 6.5 goals against average. Definitely not what we were looking for, but my oh my, was that an interesting game.
Well, let's take a look at...
Whew, I'm out of breath from that one. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I mean, yes, we got the loss. That sucks. First loss in a long time for Vegas, but it does come in overtime, and it looks like we actually just lost our second straight overtime game. So at least picking up a point in each of those. Could be a lot worse. We got Carolina up next. It's going to be Aiden Hill in net to start this. This is another back-to-back, so we might get the game tomorrow. We will get the game against the Chicago Blackhawks. So we got back on the win column with another overtime game. Maybe a little bit of a defensive fatigue here in the later stages of January. A lot of games lately. You can see some pretty high-scoring overtime with another second half. We have another back-to-back next week. All right, Chicago Blackhawks are next, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. What a wild ride. No pun intended. I know we played the Minnesota Wild, but I hope you guys enjoyed that nonetheless. It was a crazy game. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, turn on that notification bell, and like the video. Let's continue to grow this channel together. Remember, 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year is the goal. I think we can get there. As always, make sure you guys are taking care of yourself, and until the next video, we'll catch you later. Bye, guys.